All right, my name's Robert Ross. My Facebook is Chris Ross. I'm a recovering addict, been recovered for 14 months, was in a severe addiction for 15 years, and that's what I write about. I've shared this with quite a few people, and it gets a really good response. I don't know what I've named it or what I'm going to name it. It goes like this. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. I'm in a New Life program, and so you might hear some vehicles driving by, so I apologize for that. But it says, I know this isn't me. It's getting tough to remember my own name. Psychotically fueled delusions as these drugs invade my brain. I look down at my arms, bruised and sore from these needles. I hate who I've become, but I just can't seem to keep from reaching for substances that offer some resemblance of freedom from these demons that chase me nightly. They're almost on me. I can hear them breathing. Insanity, these track marks are my evidence of that. I look into a mirror and I don't even recognize who's staring back. I can't stand myself. God, who have I become? I've hurt everyone who loves me, but I just can't seem to give the drugs up. Sitting in this empty motel room, and with every puncture I escape, I'm emotionally numb, mentally empty, my body still consumed with shakes. I lower my head and I pray, God, I've never been so scared in my life. I'm at the end of my rope, Lord. Am I still your child tonight? You know, God, I walk these streets alone, a teller looking for a story. I feel like the only time they will care for me is when I'm remembered in mourning. When I took that first hit, I fell in love like never before. My mind went blank and it didn't matter that I wasn't wanted anymore. I've chased that feeling ever since, and it's been 18 long years, prisons, jails, and treatments. Reused pillowcases soaked with tears. But God, I wasn't asking for this, for drugs to consume my life. How could one day of fun turn into an 18-year endless night? And as my head was lowered and the needle fell from my hands, my eyes welled up with tears and I felt a fatherly hand on my back. My son, I've never left you in your darkest times. I was always there. I never left your side. You just weren't ready to know that I was there. You may feel all alone, but lift your head and hear me now. It's your time, my son, time to lift yourself up off the ground. And in that moment of clarity, no longer alone in an empty room, I took the first steps towards true freedom and leave my demons back in that motel room. And now, when I look into a mirror, crystal clear blue eyes shining back, I know what my true calling is, and it's bigger than just getting my life back. I'm after all of those that still suffer, see me and see my shine. Know that we do recover, just put your hand in mine. And know that God will lead us. All it takes is that first step. The hardest part in addiction is asking for and then accepting the help. We are in good hands. God will not steer us wrong, and know that He is with you now, and with Him we belong. I'm so humble and thankful to be where I'm at today. A lot of my testimony is in that. I've got other stuff that I've written, similar stuff. So I take people into what I was in and what they might be in hopes that I can bring them out. So I hope this is what you guys are looking for. I know this needs to touch people. It needs to reach people. Once again, my Facebook is Chris Ross. That's all I have. But I get a lot of responses on my posts, and I plug in really, excuse me, I'm a little emotional, really well. So, I'll be looking forward to hearing from you, I guess.